Hey everybody! I just wanted to make a little short video and talk to you about the written assignment and show you that really there's a lot of resources here for you, and it's almost like a formula that you just insert your information and try to sound smart. Okay, so let's take a look at where we are. So this past week, you were working on doing the baby steps part of the assignment. And so most of you have finished this part. So it's just take a screenshot of an artwork that you think is interesting from the text and make sure it's from the text. And then this was a video that my friend made, and before I started teaching this course, because this is only the second time I've taught it, and it's been a year since then, so just still perfecting things. Okay, so baby steps part 2, you were just taking a screen capture or screenshot of what is written in the text about the artwork that you chose. So super easy, and then make sure you're reading that, because there's a lot of things that you might be able to use when you're writing. So like, for example, this talks about Murakami's style and painting, and so you're going to pull out vocab ideas right from what is written about your artwork. And then the third part, and this is the part some people were a little confused about, is you're going to use your vocabulary words from the different units that we've done our vocab in so far, and see what applies to the artwork that you're going to talk about. So what I suggest is use the vocab words from chapters 1 through 6 the most, because those are things that you can visually describe. Things like what type of colors do you see, what type of lines, what type of shapes, texture, balance, all of these things that are easy to talk about, easy to explain. Okay, and then you might find one from the later chapters, but be careful about choosing a word from another time period. Like, that's just what I've seen so far. And if you do that, please don't worry. I will give you feedback and I will help you and point you in the right direction as far as the vocab goes. So once you've submitted the baby steps parts, then you can go to your grades, and in your grades you're going to see my feedback, and I'm going to tell you about every sentence that you wrote, if it's good to go, or maybe this one doesn't actually work, or other ideas. So I'm giving you a lot of advice at that point. Okay, now once you're done with all that and you have my feedback, save that feedback because you're going to need it. And then let's go to Unit 5, which is our unit this week. And, we've got a couple other actually fun assignments, I think. Looking at Greek artwork and the different styles from that period. And then you get to make some fun little artworks, and it's, they're all really easy and fun, and nothing to worry about. You should enjoy those things. And there's examples. Okay, and then here's your written assignment. Okay, so I know that you're looking at it and you're just like, oh my goodness, what on earth? This sounds so complicated. But it's really not. So down here you've got some sentence starters. If you've never written an essay before, which that I think would be a little surprising, because usually in high school we end up writing short papers and things like that, and you're definitely going to do that in college. And then this is our leader here, Roland Barthes, and he's this French guy that wrote a lot of amazing things about art and photography, and oh, just love him. Okay, so right here, there's a little set of directions for you. This is going to help you so much. Okay, so it starts with the baby steps, you know, the lists here. This is really important to, you really only need to read this first paragraph, and then you'll discover that these terms are going to help you with this essay so much. So non-coded iconic, linguistic. Linguistic is just the caption underneath, you know. It's like linguistic means language. And then the coded iconic, okay, we'll talk about that more below. And this is so fun. You know how when we talk about art, and I think most of us have done this in this course already, we've related it to something that from our lives. So when you picked out your artwork for the artist PowerPoint, or I know there's another one, another discussion board assignment we did where we chose an artwork to talk about. And a lot of people were relating it to their lives. And that's just what we do with everything. When we look at something, we try to relate it to what we know, what we already know in our life experience. So you're going to do that again here. Okay, so once you've found your image, the academic resource for you is this essay, Rhetoric of the Image. You don't have to read it. But here are the steps. So your linguistic message, that's just any language that you found about the image. Okay, look at the art. Here we've got the non-coded iconic, which is our vocab. So basically identify exactly what you see. And here is a wonderful example for you to refer to. And then you're going to be inserting a couple of different tables. And this is really, it's just going to be the whole thing. So why did I stop and look at this art? So this is the coded iconic. What did this remind me of? So what I do when I have to put something exactly, I'm just going to copy and then Control-C or Command-C, whatever type of computer you have, Mac or PC. And I'm going to start a Word document. So I'm going to do File, New. And then I can just copy and paste those questions because I'm going to use those exactly in my paper. Now I'm going to insert a table. So you can do that one of two ways. You can do it right on the document, insert table, and that's going to give you this graph. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. Okay, that's 8. Close enough. All right. So then we're just going to copy these sentences into the table. Okay, now I'll show you another way to do it as well. I know that this is outside of your view, but you're also going to have like a toolbar somewhere else on your screen, and you can do insert that way. And here it has insert table, and here you're just choosing. So columns are, you know, the vertical, and rows are the horizontal. So we only need one column. And then I think I counted 9, but I'm not sure. And then I keep it auto. Okay, again, just copying these questions in. And you're going to do that with each line, and then you're going to put in your ideas. Like, it doesn't even have to be a sentence here. So what are the things that caught your eye? Was it, the first thing I noticed was the color. You don't even have to say a complete sentence. You could just say the color and, describe it a little bit. So this is just, this table is helping you organize your thoughts. And then you're going to write a little paragraph about that below. Okay, so this is just helping you to, helping you to organize your thoughts. Okay, and then there's another table. What do these things remind me of? So you're just going to do the same thing again, copy and paste. Your sentences into your Word document, create a table, and that'll help you organize your thoughts. And then you can write up a little paragraph after the table. Okay, and once you have that done, then, you just are writing basically 5 paragraphs. So it's a short essay. So your introduction, I always recommend starting your introduction with what they call a thesis statement or a topic statement. So what are you writing about? You're writing about a specific artwork, and you're using Roland Barthes' The Rhetoric of the Image, his theories to help you explain a work of art, or describe a work of art, or understand a work of art, okay? And it lists everything, exactly everything that you need to include on each paragraph. And you can always send it to me early, and I will give you tons of feedback and, say anything that you maybe fix this, maybe write that instead, and I will help you. Okay, so it's just following each part, inserting your tables. Okay, we talked about that already. And this is where you're using the table that you created. So for parts 4 and 5, and then your conclusion. Conclusion always restates the introduction. So in this paper, I have blah, blah, blah. I have sought to help the viewer to understand this work of art using Roland Barthes' Rhetoric of the Image. Okay, and then these are your guidelines for your font, the size of your font. 500 words is really not that long. Make sure it's double spaced, and it's got to be Microsoft Word. So this is your checklist, and I hope that really helps, because I think what has been happening so far is people are missing this set of instructions and thinking, how do I understand this from all of this? It's all good to read, but just read it, relax, and you've got a list to take you through the whole thing. And then, if you need me, text me, call me, email me, whatever you need to do, and I will certainly help you as much as I can. So I hope that helps everyone to understand this assignment and realize that, this isn't going to be hard at all. It's going to be fun. I'm going to show everything that I learned. Okay, next announcement to come after this one will be about our final exam. So I will talk to y'all soon.